What's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again to the Growth Network. As always, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell so that every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Man, I'm going to sit here and say the root is full of crap. This has got to be one of the most propagandized. I really don't know what to call this mess. But they put stuff out sometimes that just makes you wonder, like, who is actually in control of this? That's what I need to do. I need to do some research on the root, because I don't read it a lot. But I saw this. Somebody posted this on Twitter, so I had to go to the source. And I'm gonna leave the description. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box so y'all can read this crazy stuff, because I don't understand what the heck is the purpose of this article, really. Now, I'm gonna preface this by saying this. If you don't know, Johnny Depp and somebody named Amber Heard has been in the news. Been on trial for the last few weeks. I think it's a defamation trial for Johnny Depp. So a couple days ago, Johnny Depp won. He was awarded some millions of dollars. Now, I saw, shout out to the lead attorney. He would, stream the video, and he would, tell you what's going on through the eyes of an attorney. And some of the clips, show clips where you could tell that Amber Heard was lying. Some of the evidence that was presented at the deposition. The statement she made in deposition seemed like that was changed up in the trial. But basically, both her and Johnny Depp were acting. That's what they are. They're actors. They both said they was acting in character the whole time. But Johnny Depp won. Say she won some little part, got a couple million, but he won. Got like 10 million, 10, 14 million, something like that. But anyway. So now the root, which is supposed to be, for the people, by the people, for black folks. I don't know. I think it's by black folks, I'm not sure. But it came out with this article yesterday on the 1st, June the 1st, and it states, now a lady named Candace McDuffie. Remember that name, because that's who wrote this. Candace McDuffie. She said, like Umar Johnson, Candace McDuffie. But now, she said, Amber Heard verdict sends a message to black women everywhere. And I'm sitting here looking like, what the hell does that mean? Like, black women everywhere. Like, what does this got to do with black folks? And then the subtitle is, if the mistreatment of a wealthy, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white actress is ridiculed by the world, what does that mean for black women? What you mean does that mean for black women? It ain't got nothing to do with black women. So let me read this, man. Let's get into this. Let's get into this farce so we can break it down. They say on Wednesday, a jury in Virginia decided that actor Johnny Depp had been defamed by ex-wife Amber Heard in her 2018 op-ed published by the Washington Post. Depp was awarded $15 million in compensatory and punitive damages, but could only legally receive up to $10.35 million. Okay, well, won't grasp the straws on that one. Heard did win one claim in the case and received $2 million. Okay. Quote, I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband, Heard said in a statement shortly after the verdict was announced. I'm even more disappointed with what the verdict means for other women. Here we go. Other women like who? It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. Well, Miss Heard, you put the man business out there. You tried to, with no evidence. Long gone is a time of believe everything that every woman say, because I've seen a whole lot of women, a whole lot of you women, your people, lie and say that, black man broke into the house, kidnapped my kids. Black man stole my car, the kids in it, drove them off a river. Black man broke in my house and stole everything and raped me. So all kind of, I've seen, so no, but still holler. Believe all women, but nobody want to bring up stuff like that. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously, she elaborated. But in the trial, they proved that you lied on a lot of stuff. That you lied about the doctor, you lied about the quote unquote evidence and the scars or what have you. And you even like change your story up between deposition and trial, but yet you want somebody. That's the thing about it. Remember the OJ case when everybody believed OJ, did that to his ex-wife. They said they had him dead to rights, but you had a police officer who wanted to add a little more evidence to the case, just to help out the prosecution, and it backfired on him. So we don't know if he did it or not. Well, they say they didn't do it, so that's what I'm going with. But then the question here comes of the root again. If the mistreatment of a wealthy, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white actress is ridiculed by the world, what does that mean for black women? Don't mean a dang old thing. I know black women wear these blonde weaves, but anyway. For 6 weeks, Heard testified how Depp not only sexually abused her, but also physically assaulted her throughout the relationship. I saw one part where she claimed that he threw something towards her, but not at her, or swung around her, but didn't hit her. She said some stuff just like, man, please. She claimed that he headbutted her as well as punched her and dragged her around by her hair. Heard maintains that everything she wrote an op-ed entitled "I Spoke Up Against Sexual Violence and Faced Our Culture's Wrath That Has to Change" was true. Deny all allegations of abuse. Man, you do gotta watch it. I'm sorry, you do gotta watch women. They'll get mad. Women get mad. They get upset. You never know. When they get emotional, you don't know what they're gonna do. They'll mess around, like I say, man. They'll lie on you. You know what I'm saying? They call it brother on to come get you, lie on you and stuff like that. But you end up, in jail. One of y'all end up in jail, the other one end up dead because of lies that somebody told. Let's continue. For black women who do not have whiteness or fame or money to protect them, Heard's words of the verdict is a setback ring especially true. Man, let me keep going. Whether you believe her or not, the way the world treated Heard was downright cruel and uncalled for. Yes, it was, because she was lying. Not only she had tears, she was crying with not one single tear came out of her face. Man, mixing with this. Somebody needs to uproot the root. Let's see. Not only were her bruises placed under a microscope by forensic experts during the trial, social media joined in the skepticism. Well, anyway, Heard was turned into everything from memes to murals mocking the validity of her abuse. Some even believe that when he said that she was the aggressor in the relationship. Hell, it's possible. And what you mean, it's possible. You don't think a woman can be aggressive in a relationship? Man, I've been in a relationship where a woman tried to fight you in half your size. It couldn't hurt you if it really came down to it. You know what I'm saying? So, man, come on. And then sit there and cry and tell everybody that, that you doing this and you doing that. They swing at you, and you grab them to stop them from swinging, and they pulling, jerking everything. Now you abusing them. It's like, what? Anyway, not only were her bruises placed on, so Heard was turned to everything. Say, if all of Heard's privilege couldn't protect her from such viciousness, black women, like always, remain even more vulnerable. Man, this white woman ain't gonna. This white woman is not going to help or hurt black women's causes in the least bit. Never have, never will. Now, white women, they will. Now, hold on. Let me take this back. Because white women, when they have problems, the first group that they turn to is black women to help join their cause. And then all the black women and all the white women get together and they're going to be feminists. They want equality to man. They don't want to be submissive. They equal. They can do the same thing men can do. And as soon as they get their rights, white women go right back to their husbands and do the same thing they were doing before all the protesting, but they got more rights to do what they want to. Black women back by themselves, and white folks ain't even thinking about you. And when black women say, we got a cause now because black men are oppressing us, and black men be looking like, what in the hell are you talking about? Because we don't control anything. If anything, black women got way this country is, they got more power. Black women and gay black men got more power in this country than the heterosexual black male. Period. Because let Democrats tell it was the black women who was the backbone of the Democrat Party, the reason why Joe Biden got elected. So that's where all the power is. Let y'all tell it we ain't got no power. So how can we oppress y'all? But you taking them white women talking points and running with it and don't know what you're talking about. But you're the same people who listen to that preacher up there and quote everything that he said, but you ain't once read the Bible. But I can sit here and say, hey, I can show you exactly what I'm talking about in the Bible, and I can show you passages that validate it. And you don't want to see it. You don't want to hear it because I don't have a theological degree. But it's all good. Let's finish this up. As we've seen from Tina Turner, oh mercy. Oh man, as we've seen from Tina Turner to Rihanna, from Megan Thee Stallion to the dozens of young black women R. Kelly abused, our pain becomes punchlines and our humanity is invalidated. Man, y'all chose the worst examples to try to justify that all black women need protection. Let's go. Let's break this down just a little bit more before I get out of here. Tina Turner. We all seen what's love got to do with it. We seen how Ike was villainized, drug addict, beat Tina in the studio, sexually abused her, physically abused her. Looked like every day. Let the movie tell it. And then Tina Turner finally, got away from him and moved to London. Got her white man. But if you listen to the Honorable Judge Joe Brown, he has told stories about Tina Turner and Ike Turner growing up that, to me, I would believe Judge Joe Brown before I believe anybody else, Tina Turner, any day, just because of his reputation and his history and what he has shown and what he does. You know what I'm saying? He seems like he true about his word. He ain't gonna lie. Now, he may be wrong about some ways he feel, but that's human. His opinions you may not agree with. He may hear some evidence and, hear some stuff and get the wrong impression. But I mean, that's human. But this guy's talking about a personal situations that he know. He said he knew Ike. He said Ike Turner used to come and tell these young men about going to school, staying off drugs and off alcohol, going to school, get education, get good jobs, be productive members of society. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Follow your dreams. Say he would come there, give money out to the boys, mentor to the young men. This is what Ike Turner did. He said Tina Turner, on the other hand, he said she was a pimp. Say she be out there whooping up on dudes, cussing out Ike in public, for a person who get their ass whooped all the time, cuss out your man in public. That's the worst thing to do, because once he gets you back home, he's gonna whoop your ass again, right? Okay. She said Judge Brown said that Tina Turner was a pimp, had females out there in St. Louis streets or whatever. They say even in California, she was acting a fool. And if you don't recall, I don't know which brother it was, but one of them Jackson brothers, she shot him. She shot him in the leg. I think it was over another woman or something. So this woman was, I ain't never seen Ike shoot nobody. I ain't never heard Ike shoot no woman, but say Tina Turner shot one of them Jackson brothers that she was dating over some woman or something like that. And I don't even think it was his girlfriend. I think she just got jealous over him talking to something else, and she just flipped the script. Just flipped the lid and just did the fool. That's the Tina Turner that Judge Joe Brown know. Rihanna. We've never heard Chris Brown's side of the story. That's bad what happened to her. He shouldn't have. If what happened to him was in the car, you try to figure out a way to, restrain the young lady. pop that door open. You gotta take a few licks sometimes, but pop that door open and get out. Let her go on by the way. I won't, but like I said, I won't chalk it up to him being young or them being young. I mean, I'm quite sure she's a bad gal, whatever they say down where she from. So I mean, a lot of guys, we believe, she probably just say she saw something in his phone, got mad, acted a fool, started swinging at him, probably trying to punch his penis, stuff like that. And so he retaliated. And he retaliated the wrong way. But I'm just assuming that she was the aggressor in that, but then get her butt whooped, and now we need to protect all black women. When if the situation is to where you feel the man's cheating, you got the whole world, to step to. You just get out the car and just walk on about your business and be out of his life. The world is endless. Your money is endless. The world is endless. But yet, somebody chose to be a violent. And it's a lot of times dudes ain't gonna say that, because people say, well, he ain't say nothing, so it must not be wrong. That ain't usually how it goes. That ain't how it goes all the time. Because a lot of times dudes are not gonna tell their business and they're not gonna put it in public. They're not gonna say nothing bad about a woman, especially if he still got feelings for us on the third. He's not gonna say nothing bad about her no matter what she do. He probably feel bad about what he did, and so he not gonna say nothing. He not, because what it's gonna sound like. It's like, well, she hit me first, and then you're gonna be saying, well, you a man, you gonna let a woman hit you, you gonna hit a baby, you still a punk. He can't win, so the man is like, even if some of the issue, like I said, if what he did was wrong, he's not gonna be able to. He's not gonna win, so why say anything? And then you talk about Megan Thee Stallion. My gosh, we already know Megan Thee Stallion pretty much a lot about what happened. We even have doctors come out and say the child wasn't shot, she stepped on glass. So we don't know what happened in that car. We don't know what the fight was over. From what we hear, that little man was knocking them both down, but he was with the other girl first, and then Megan Thee Stallion, she dipped herself in, and he was knocking her down too, so knocking both down at the same time, and the females was fighting over him. It happens. It happens even to common men. That two women gonna fight over or whatever, and whatever happened, happened. But let's say we're just waiting to see what comes out in the trial. But they saying that dude didn't shoot her, but she out there talking about she got shot. But then you get what you twerking. What kind of gun was it? Must have been like a BB gun. But it's like you twerking in the video the next day with a bandage on. Nah, it's in the doctor said that she only had glass in her foot. So, like I said, these three are bad examples. Now the women that R. Kelly abused, I believe, because they had tapes, they got a lot of witnesses, they got evidence. They held R. Kelly. I'm not a fan of him, no, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been a fan of his since my oldest was since I found out about what happened with the tape. Hell, even with Aaliyah, kind of side-eyed, but then once everything came out that, yeah, she was young and they did get married and had to get it annulled because she was underage, I stopped dealing with that dude. So one out of four ain't bad. But anyway, like I say, this story here, man, tell me what you think about the story. This story is ridiculous, man. Look, them folk don't care about us, don't care about no black woman. They're not, and for us to try to cape, and what kills me about the root caping for this woman, who probably ain't got a black friend in the world. You caping for a woman because she lost to Johnny Depp and everybody saying that she lied in the trial. So what's the problem? Where is the disconnect? Where is the misunderstanding? She's just a woman that got to hold on. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to do with us. We can't. Our women should not be coming to her defense. Our women should be coming to their own defense and their own people's defense. Let's get your own women up there to where they could be rich. Black haired, brown eyed, rich sister, actor. You know what I'm saying? Who's being abused by a black actor or whatever. Whatever case. I'm just saying, don't. That's not your fight. It's not even. This article should be scrubbed. But anyway, tell me what you think about this, man. Leave your comments below, and then share it with the world. And with that being said, I'll leave you in peace, and I will see you on the other side.